Our next speaker is Keith Bogen. Keith is the Chief Networking Officer of Wine and Dine Networking, LLC, an 8-year-old networking entity designed to support the human resources community. Keith is a business professional with HR capital enrichment expertise who has delivered HR business partner services to organizations of all sizes for the last 15 years. His networking groups and career development skills have supported thousands across the United States and internationally. His areas of expertise include network development, change management, employee relations, talent development, and many, many other things, including career coaching and mentoring, which are his wealth. Keith carries a Master's of Science in HR Management, as well as a Master's of Arts in Labor and Industrial Relations. Keith is a highly sought-after speaker on the topics of networking and communications. Keith's speech will be on why we do this. Welcome, Keith Bogen.
You have not lived a perfect day unless you have been able to help someone who can never repay you. The words of a woman named Ruth Smeltzer, who I have no idea who she is, but truer words have never been spoken. It is the signature it is below my signature on email. I feel so strongly about it. I mentioned my son, and I have two of them. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the other one too. But this story is about Justin. Roll back the clock to 1999. I've been married 2 years, and my wife is pregnant. She has birth to a beautiful baby boy named Justin. And Justin is, well, he's my son, so of course he's perfect. He's fantastic. He's got an amazing attention span. You put him in front of a TV set, and he watches the show for hours. He doesn't move. You give him a toy. He plays with that toy for hours. He is just happy as anything. Doesn't cry, doesn't give you any problems at all. Focused on that toy. It's a beautiful thing. Looks like me too, poor kid. But that's besides the point. 22 months rolled by. And finally we're like, we probably should get him out there and get him some friends, socialize him a bit. Let's send him to daycare. Good idea. Daycare center right in town. Starts on a Monday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. The head of the daycare center comes back to us, a high school friend of my wife, and says, "You have a problem. Something's wrong. You can't be in another room with other children." He runs crying into rooms that are empty. He can't look anybody in the eye. He's got a great vocabulary, but he doesn't put two words together. Except when he's repeating what he hears from others. Plays with toys, but he won't stop. You need to get him tested. Something's wrong. What are you talking about? This kid's a genius. Chip off the old block. He's got such great focus, I can't imagine. I never had that good focus in my life. It was great. So, it takes a while when you work with the state to get that testing stuff done. Now he's 26 months old. And we have a team of specialists come to the house, right in our living room. They run through a couple of hours of tests. And without much hesitation, they turn around and they look at us at the end of the testing and they say, "Your son is autistic. Your son will never work in society. He won't live on his own. job. He won't interact with people. He won't be affectionate. He'll struggle to look you in the eye and probably never will. I look at my wife, pregnant 5 months with son number 2, speechless. For any of you who have experienced that, or know people who have experienced it, your whole world shatters. Everything you ever dreamed is gone. It took about a month of putting our heads in the sand like everybody does for the initial time, before my wife and I caught our breath and said 3 words I will never forget. Go to hell. Not on our watch. So what did we do? We talked to everybody we could talk to. Teachers, doctors, therapists, friends, neighbors, stray dogs, anybody. This is our son. This is what they tell us. What do you know? What have you experienced? Got any ideas? Navigating the state system of support is a nightmare unto itself, as I think some people in this room are familiar with. So without the help of people we did not know, we were lost. And most people fail to support their children in times like that because they don't have the strength to reach out. They don't have the wherewithal to ask the questions. And thank God we did. And people started telling us things. And we didn't just go to regular therapists or things like that. We tried a lot of alternative stuff too. Well, he went to the Joseph Capella School, which is on the Mercer County College campus, for the ages of 3 and 4. Bus 40 minutes each way every single weekday of the year, all year long, 2 years in a row. Intensive ABA therapy. Lots of other therapies too, lots of other diet regimens, things that we would never have known about if we had not talked to people. So where is Justin today? The reason I was late here today was because I was coaching his baseball. Justin's going to turn 12. He is an academic scholar. He has more friends than I can count. He is in the gifted and talented program in his school. He was on the honor roll already twice this year. He is an athletic, well, he is my son, so he's not an all-star. But he's already won championships in flag football and in baseball. He's a catcher, a first baseman, and a pitcher. He knows damn well what's going on out there. And he's just like every other kid, except he's smarter and he's probably more athletic. From the days when they told us, and the specific diagnosis for those of you who know, pervasive developmental disorder on the moderate to severe side. Now when he goes to the doctors, they're like, are you sure? Because they don't see any of it. Oh, he's got attention issues like that. And they're bad. But other than that, the point of the story is what saved Justin's life was networking, was the community. So in that time since then, my wife and I have turned around and we have helped a lot of the families coming into the school system who are faced with the same challenges, who are willing to reach out and ask the questions and hear the answers. And so many lives have been saved that way. I don't mean life and death, I mean giving people life. For me, networking isn't about jobs. And there's some people in here who are gods when it comes to job support and networking, no doubt about it. But for me, it's something different. It's about giving life to people, especially the children, but to everybody around us. And yes, when you do that, so much comes back to you. So much. So many people come to us for support, but so many people also come to us and give us the praise and thanks. That's why I network. That's why we should all network all the time. Thank you.